In the year 1000, northern India was controlled by wealthy Rajput kingdoms. Their militaries relied on elite swordsmen and formidable war elephants. These kingdoms operated under a feudal system, where power was divided among hundreds of local landlords and regional clan chiefs. Because power was local, there was no unified command. The Rajputs lacked a permanent standing army, relying instead on gathering localized troops only when a conflict began. The invaders from the north brought a different model. These Turkish and Persian forces relied on swift Central Asian horses and composite bows that could be fired accurately at full speed. These armies were led by Gulam, military slaves trained from childhood. They held no local land and remained loyal only to their supreme leader. The fall of the Rajput kingdoms was the predictable result of a fragmented, decentralized society facing a highly unified, centralized war machine. Commanders like Qutb-ud-Din Aibak established the Delhi Sultanate to replace the old order. To prevent regional rebellions, rulers like Balban instituted a blood and iron policy to systematically eliminate the power of local nobles. This centralization intensified under Alauddin Khalji. He bypassed local chiefs entirely, forcing the peasantry to pay taxes directly to the central treasury. This diagram tracks his economic overhaul. Khalji established fixed prices on every commodity, from grains to war horses. The state captured this revenue to maintain a permanent standing army, pushing borders south and blocking Mongol invasions from the north. For the Delhi Sultanate, total centralization and market control were essential for persistence. In a hostile era, these systems functioned as the foundation for state survival. This diagram illustrates the Iqta system. The state granted land revenue to an officer for military service. Originally temporary, land reverted to the state upon death. To appease nobles, Firuz Shah Tughlaq made Iqta grants hereditary, passing to children rather than the state. Without the return of land and revenue, the Sultanate splintered into rival factions. The central government lost its ability to maintain its troops. By abandoning centralized land control for feudal appeasement, the Delhi Sultanate faced the same fragmentation as the Rajputs they had once replaced. In 1526, the invader Babur arrived to find the Sultanate fractured. He met the remaining Lodi forces at the First Battle of Panipat. This image shows the reason for Babur's victory. He introduced heavy iron artillery to the Indian battlefield, a technology that made traditional fortresses and war elephants obsolete. The introduction of gunpowder destroyed the old military logic, necessitating a new way to govern the subcontinent. The early Mughal emperors recognized that a vast Hindu majority could not be effectively ruled by an isolated Persian and Turkish elite. The architectural record in this photograph shows the beginning of this transition. Here, traditional Indian trabeate pillars, which use horizontal beams, stand in direct contrast to the towering Islamic minaret. The engineering here shows the arrival of the Islamic arcuate style, characterized by true arches and domes built with geometric precision. This red sandstone facade shows the mature integration of traditional Indian decorative brackets and sweeping Persian arches into a single cohesive imperial style. This fusion reached language and law, Persian vocabulary mixed with local dialects, eventually forging the Urdu language. Medieval India began with a violent clash of opposing political systems. Over centuries, the necessity of governing a vast territory forced a fusion of those systems, resulting in the unified Indo-Islamic identity that defines the subcontinent today.